Today, the luck was with me, sir. Do you believe in fate? They were in the right place at the right time.
It was a hot summer afternoon. My two friends and I were on our way to pick up our friend who lived a state away for a road trip we had planned after our graduation. The heat was too intense, so we exited at the next convenience store we saw, eager to find refreshments. There were no visible parking spaces, so we drove around for a bit until finally we found one at the farthest end of the lot. Right as we exited our car, we heard the sharp yell of a dog in pure distress. It came from a few cars down, so we headed that way. What we found shook us to our core. There was a baby and a dog locked in the back of a black minivan. The baby's face was red and it seemed unconscious. The Labrador wagged its tail desperately at us, asking for help. My friend found a slightly open window and unlocked the doors while I called 911 on my cell phone. The baby, a little boy called Cody, began to cry as soon as we pulled him out of the vehicle. It was a huge relief as we waited for paramedics and police to arrive. My friends and I shared knowing looks. If we hadn't have stopped for refreshments, if we hadn't parked in the furthest spot on the lot, if we had arrived just 10 minutes later, none of us wanted to picture how that scenario would have unfolded.
While doing my college internship, I lived with a friend. He interned at a major tech firm while I was a waiter at a hotel pool. It wasn't the worst job, although it was often very hot, and I was required to wear a shirt at all times. One day, I struck up a conversation with a middle-aged lady in the hotel elevator. After a polite and enjoyable exchange, I learned that she was a congresswoman. I mentioned how I admired her job and how much I hated mine, and she immediately asked me to come work for her. The next Monday, I was interning at her office. She was a really nice person,